Look at any unmoderated debate. Without a firm structure, the discussion devolves. Voices talk over each other, and the original point scatters into chaos. The Dominion Doctrine serves as a corrective framework for these environments. It is a specific system designed to organize chaotic free-for-alls into high-yield arenas where real insight actually surfaces. This system allows a leader to toggle between raw, unyielding strength and steady emotional intelligence, neutralizing conflict the moment it peaks. Executing this requires stepping back from the debate itself to observe and manipulate the behavioral system of the room. A Dominion moderator captures the tension, deliberately redirects it, and forces it toward an objective. Functional rooms rely on two opposing modes of energy to operate correctly, the infernal and the angelic. We call the first state hell mode. This involves applying direct confrontation and intense pressure to cut through rhetorical illusions and force speakers to state their raw truth. The second state is heaven mode. This relies on emotional intelligence and deliberate calmness to elevate the tone of the discussion and stabilize the environment. These states are strictly mechanical tools, like the accelerator and the brake on a vehicle. Relying entirely on force quickly burns out the room's participants. Conversely, relying entirely on softness causes the moderator to be ignored by the loudest voices. Mastering the room requires the capacity to apply heat and the capacity to cool things down, deploying each exactly as the current moment demands. Dominion mode is the integrated control state. It is achieved by blending strength and emotional intelligence to maintain a fixed center of authority. A Dominion leader reads the real-time feedback of the speakers and chooses which energy to inject into the space. When the room's energy drops and conversation becomes overly polite, hell mode provides stimulus. You apply direct pressure to restore focus. When tension peaks and participants become overly emotional, heaven mode provides the reset. You project absolute calm to stabilize. A leader in Dominion mode dictates the emotional landscape of the room by applying pressure or peace with mechanical precision. High-intensity conversation requires a rigid container to keep the energy from bleeding into chaos. In the opening phase, the moderator establishes the unyielding rule that respect is the law of the space. This is followed by a dual opening sequence, where one speaker presents a raw truth, and the second speaker immediately provides an opposing emotional reframe to balance it. The clash phase allows these two opposing forces to interact. You step back and allow tension to build between the 2 points of view. The Dominion check interrupts this clash at its peak. As the moderator, you step in to clarify the core arguments from both sides and reset the baseline tone for the audience. System success is measured by the audience. Observe the real-time visual reactions from the crowd to gauge the room's temperature without needing disruptive microphone interruptions. By forcing truth through the clash and then filtering it through the Dominion check, this 5-part structure harvests clear data and insight from the noise of an argument. When speakers break established boundaries, you need an emotionless intervention system ready for immediate deployment. If the volume in the room spikes, deliberately lower your voice. The crowd will naturally quiet down to hear you, restoring your dominance without a shouting match. Level 1 is a direct verbal warning to maintain respect. Level 2 is the control phase. Identify off-topic behavior, mute open microphones, and dictate a single speaker reset. Level 3 is immediate removal. You eject the offending speaker without negotiation. Consistently applying these rules guarantees that speakers stay within the lines, ensuring the room remains a space for ideas rather than identity attacks. Hell without heaven creates pure chaos. Heaven without hell results in weakness. Dominion is the deliberate, balanced application of authority and empathy. Take this framework into your next leadership scenario. Read the room, apply the pressure, pull back the tension, and dictate the exact energy required to succeed. Dominion leaders force control. Speak your truth and ensure the room respects the standard you've set.